Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for being with us here on Let's Talk About It with Lady P. I am so grateful that you decided to join me this afternoon. I'm so excited about our topic. And I just want to thank you so much again for joining us. So, with that being said, can we go ahead and roll my theme music? Again, I just want to thank you for joining us. And if you haven't liked and share, please like and share. And also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It also helped me with my rating, so that would be awesome. Let me tell you what I've been up to for the last 2 weeks. Well, my summer was kind of drawn out, and I think I explained it the last time that I had the opportunity to spend time with my grandchildren. But the last 2 weeks of the summer were totally mine. So I totally enjoyed that. I slept a lot, which is what I needed. I was tired, so, that self-care kinda kicked in, so I got a chance to take all those naps that I didn't get to take in the earlier part of the summer. So I did get a chance to rest. But in the process of those in the process of those 2 weeks, I was pretty busy as well. I went to a prayer brunch with Elder Francis. Beautiful spirit, beautiful spirit. I just love Elder Francis because she is, she's straightforward. She's not a Bible beater. She don't beat you over the head with the Bible. But I can almost also promise you, if she have to raise some noise, she can raise some noise. But she's a beautiful woman, a beautiful spirit, and I had a wonderful time. The food was simply amazing. We also we also celebrated my auntie Fing 65th birthday. She don't look like she's 65 at all. We had a good time. I wanted to dance a little bit more, but I really couldn't because I hurt my hip. So I had to kind of stay off the dance floor as much as possible, but it was killing me. I felt like, oh my God, I needed to get out there and shake a tail feather, but I couldn't do it. But next time. I had to go out with my sister friends. We went out for happy hour at a place called Smith and Weston. But let me tell you about Smith and Weston. I'm not trying to plug them or anything. However, they have the best food. It's a little high end, but the food is simply amazing. Their oxtails and grits are to die for. So if you live in the Coral Springs area, make sure you go check them out. The food is great. They also have brunch on Sunday. So the brunch menu is different from the regular dinner menu, as well as the happy hour menu is different from the dinner menu as well. But the food is amazing. You will definitely, definitely love that. I also had the opportunity to go out with my pastor, which is my husband, and the deacon, which is my son, to look for facilities for us to have our back to school worship service. And I'm so excited. We did find a place, and we've been online for a minute, and I'm so excited to get back out there and worship with the saints in the church. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait to get out there and give the Lord some praise and some worship. So I'm really super super excited about that. And what else has happened? Oh, school started back for the teachers. We had to go back this week, Monday. And of course, it's always a scramble trying to put your classroom back together and with me trying to assist the teachers to put their classroom back together and just kind of be supportive in whatever area that they need me in, which was truly enjoy is watching the development of children go from, from their infantile state to their attitude. Um, and trust me, believe it or not, they have attitudes. I'm a little sad about one of the little girls that used to give me the hardest time. She won't be back with us this year. And I'm just, sending out prayers that wherever she go, that they'll be patient with her personality. She has a big voice at 2 years old and a lot to say. A lot she's saying Spanish, which I can understand, but I'm almost certain that little girl told me off in so many words. I just didn't understand what she was saying. But I was happy to just see her go from being in the infant room to, go to the toddler room. So I was truly, truly excited about that. Um, so our topic today is who's your shero? And in life, we as women, we come across so many different women in our lives. We come across those that we know we're gonna stay away from. We come across those that we go, something there. And then we come across those that really, really, truly encourage and inspire us. So the topic today is who's your shero? And your shero can be anyone. It could be someone that's personal. It could be a family member, a best friend, someone that you've seen go through stuff and rose above it. It could be someone that's in the Bible that you admire, that the way that the Bible expresses how their character was and what their role was and how they helped things move from navigate from one state to to another. It could be a celebrity, someone that you be like, you know what, that person has a little style and grace. I like that. I like that this person is not in with scandals all the time, and this person um don't carry themselves out in the open, like they pretty much behind the scenes. But when they make a big when they make when they stand up, when they blow up, you know that they're there. They're not pushy and voiceful. So that could be also a person that that could be your shero. So tonight's podcast is definitely a call in. I don't leave me out here by myself. Call in and share your sheroes with me and with the other watchers, because you never know. Somebody may say, you know what? I never thought about it this way. Well, let me look at this celebrity, or let me look at this Bible character, or let me look within my own family and see who's there that is that could literally be your shero. So I'm going to give you guys time to write down who your people are, and I'm going to share mine. Is that okay? And for those of you who don't know me, I am Lady P. I forgot to introduce myself, but I am Lady P. And I'm excited to have started this podcast with the encouragement of my daughter in love, my daughters, and the women from our marriage retreat. And here I am. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable, so just hang in there with me, because when we get in season 2, we'll be knocking them out the ballpark, I hope. So, so let me start out. One, I have a couple of personal sheroes, and I'm going to share with you why I chose those as my shero. My mom, my I have seen my mom rise above so many different things. Even watching her as a child, I can remember us not having a lot, and that could be our lights was off, our water was off, we didn't have any food. It could be things similar like that. And my mom would literally go to a blood bank and give blood and sell blood. Sometimes she would be so weak, but she wanted to make sure me and my siblings ate. She wanted to make sure we had what we had, because back then I believe minimum wage was like 2.75, $3 or something like that. And it wasn't enough back then when you got 3 children. So she would go and she would do that. She would sacrifice so much. Sometimes she would wear her house dresses till they were paper thin. You can literally read a book through it, and I would just take them and just rip them. And she'd be like, "Don't do that. This is my favorite dress. It's the most comfortable one." And I knew, that we didn't always have the money to get the things that we need. But I thought at that time, and I was a child when I would do that, I thought at that time, like, yeah, this dress gotta go. I'm tired of seeing it. You should be tired of wearing it. But she persevered. She did whatever she had to do to make sure me and my siblings had what we need to survive. So she is definitely my shero, and I appreciate her so much, because it takes a strong woman to say, hey, you know what? Even if dad is not present, I'm gonna do what I have to do for my kid. And she did. And mind you, this one right here wore glasses. So that was just another added thing that she had to worry about. And then I wouldn't even wear the glasses once she got them for me. I wouldn't even wear them. I was like, the kids are going to call me four eyes, and I'm not going to wear them. And even though she went above and beyond to make sure I had what I needed so I could see, I even rejected it. So I love you, Mom, if you're listening, and I appreciate you, and you will always be my hero. My grandmother, I could say so many things about my grandmother, and that'll take us in a whole nother episode. But my grandmother gave me some advice, and I'm living in that at this moment. I went to her and I told her that I was getting married, and she said to me, "It's better to try and fail than not try it out." I was scared. I had never been nobody's wife. I didn't know nothing about none of that. As a matter of fact, the first time I went grocery shopping, I bought so much junk, and Eric came home and asked, "Well, where's the meat?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." So I didn't know anything about being a wife. I didn't know anything about being alone and raising my kids because I was always surrounded by my family, and I always had somebody that can input and somebody that could say, um, let me braid this girl hair. I didn't even know how to do hair when I left. I trial and error. I'm sorry, ladies. Trial and error. I didn't know how to do hair because my grandmother and my aunts did my kids' hair. My mom cooked. I didn't have to do that. So I had to really practice on my family, but I can tell you this, nobody lost any weight. Everybody still, they still kept their weight. So I did something. Maybe it wasn't the best, but it got better over the years. But what I admired about her is she always tell me, you don't know if you don't give it a shot. If you just sit back and say, I wonder if, I wonder if, I wonder if, then you're never gonna get to that point. She always encouraged me to go out there and give it a shot. Um, my auntie Barbara, my auntie Barbara, as well as my grandmother, are no longer with us. But my auntie Barbara just really encouraged me to step out. She said, so much more outside of South Florida. It's so much more outside of South Florida, and you got to get out there and you got to make things happen. Don't be afraid to leave home. Don't be afraid, to step out there on faith and make things happen. So, with her encouragement, I had the opportunity to move out. And I ended up in Virginia. I ended up in Japan and far away from my family, scared and nervous, but because she always said, take a chance, I took a chance. So that's what I loved about her. And I'm always inspired by my daughters, just watching them become the women that they are and hoping that I am encouraging them um, to be, good moms, good women, female strong, have strong energy, don't take nothing from nobody. So they are my heroes because I have been my heroes because I have been watching them from birth, and I see and I'm amazed about how they are now. So I'm grateful for them. So I love you, girls. Um, my biblical hero is Esther. And the reason why I chose Esther is because Esther was brave and Esther was strong and she wasn't backing down. She was like, I'm going to save my people. Although her cousin Mordecai encouraged her, no, you got to go to the king. You got to go to the king. At first, she was a little leery about it. Wait a minute now. All these women around here, why he's going to choose me? But he was like, well, somebody has to go and speak for our people. And she stepped it up and she was like, you know what? Once she got in there and she got in their way, she was like, okay, I'm gonna go to him. We're gonna save our people. No matter what storm come my way, I'm gonna battle it. And I love that about her. She was courageous, she was strong, but she was still feminine. She wasn't over the top. She wasn't like boastful of what she was gonna do. She was humble, she was meek, but she got the job done. So that's what I loved about Esther. So that's how I end up choosing her. And Angela Bassett, grace, poise, no scandals. You never hear about stuff going on with her in the news. She handles her career, her motherhood, being a wife. She's just simply amazing. I like the way she carried herself. I truly like the way in how she dressed with her age. It's not she's not afraid to she's not afraid to show a little leg if a little leg need to be shown. She's just out there. When I see her, I see like a light around her, like an aura around her, and I really like that. So she's definitely one of my celebrity She-roes. Now I do have another one, and she's fairly young, and her name is KJ Smith, and she's an actress on BET Sisters. I've been following her for a while since she was pretty young. I think she did the family business, and what I like about her is the same thing. She shows that she's strong, but she's feminine. She don't wear a lot of gobs of makeup. She don't wear a lot of flashy clothes. She's just petite and neat, and I like that. So those are my She-roes, and so and I'm pretty sure I have a lot more. I can go through almost everybody in my family as far as my She-ro because I've seen a lot of strong women. I've seen them break and rebuild, and come back stronger and better than before. So I know that we've all come across those women, and sometimes when we see women and we look at them, we don't have to pass judgment. Sometimes all they need is for you to shift their crown just a little bit. Just, hey sis, you looking good today. Hey sis, how was your day? I like your outfit. And it's okay for us to compliment each other. That's what we need. We need to compliment each other and to help build that self assurance that we good together. I know a lot of times women will kind of bash another woman, but instead of bashing that woman, how about lift her up? How about encourage her? If you see something that you say, okay, you know what, this may not. Let me show you an easier way to do that and see if you like it that way. Don't say that's wrong. Let me show you how to do this. Let me show you an easier way. What do you think about this? And sometimes that's all you need is encouragement from another sister, another female. So, and that's how we can build each other up, and I also become each other's She-ros as well. Like I said, it don't have to be somebody that's a celebrity. It don't have to be someone that's in the Bible. It don't have to be. It could be the person sitting right next to you. So, yeah. So with that being said, okay, let me put out the number at 754-222-2219. Give me a call in. Let me know who your She-ro is and share with us how, what that person has encouraged you to do, or how that person has inspired you and why. So give us a call. Let me see what's going on out there. Yep. Again, like I say, it could be so many dynamics. It could be a female mechanic. I know there are female drivers out there that drive these 18 wheelers. I couldn't do it, but you go, girl. You go, girl. Hey, I can't even do a 5 speed, so I know I can't drive an 18. But I think women who step up and take those usually that were dominant male roles, they're out there and they're acing the game, and they're still feminine. I was watching a video of a young lady, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm pulling into this truck stop, and I'm gonna take a shower." And when I saw her, she had her hair done, she had her nails done, she even had lashes on. I don't know how she's doing that, but she had her lashes on. But when she got up, when I saw her go back, this truck was huge, and she got in there and she was shifting those gears. She was doing the thing. So you can still do these jobs and still look feminine. You don't have to you don't have to look like a dude because you're doing the dude's job, or the job that they say are guy jobs, because we are rising. We're doing a lot more. We're doing construction. We doing owning our own lawn services. There's so many things out there that we're doing. So it's She-ros all around us every single day. We can't face it, but my most encouraging thing would be to, if you see a sis and she looks like she's struggling or whatever, say, "Hey girl, how you doing today?" Put a smile on your face. I was at Dollar Tree, and the lady was so frustrated because the line was all the way to the back of the store, and she was just trying to get people through there. And when I got to the register, I said, "You know what? You so pretty. Why won't you smile?" And she was like, "Oh, I just haven't had a break." And sometimes all it takes is just a kind word, just a small kind word to say, it's gonna be all right. We can do this. We can get through it. Life for all of us. And there are times when we just don't feel like ourselves. And it's times when we don't feel like we're somebody's She-ro. I know I get really like bashful when people say, "Oh, I really admire you." I'll be like, I think to myself, me, of all people, you ain't got nobody else. Why me? And the Lord was like, "Why not you? Why do you keep saying that? Why not you?" I just get bashful about it because you never know who's watching you. You never know who may see you as their She-ro. And you'll probably be shocked by there's so many people that's out there that was like, you know what, I really like her style. I like that when I see her, she got a smile on her face. I like that she don't, she might bend, but she don't break, and she get up and she keep going on. She keeps it moving. So yeah. So just be mindful when you're out and about and you see people because you never know. And if you have that someone that encourage you, you know, that's good. Focus on what you like about that person. Focus on, and not that you have to change yourself to be like that person, because trust and believe, I don't change myself for anyone, and nobody should ever have to change yourself to fit the narrative of someone else. But if you like somebody and you encourage, like with Angela Bassett, I go sometime and I look at like the outfits that she wear and what she got on and how she put it together, like how her makeup is done. And the same thing with KJ. I do that. I'll be like, okay, so I wouldn't wear that particular thing, but maybe if I move this over here, move that over there, maybe that will be a way that that will work for me. So yeah, and with that being Okay. And with that being said, oh, we have a call coming in. You can bring in the call. Hi, caller. How are you? Is she there? Hello? Oh, there she is. Hello? Oh, okay, mom. Try and call back. I was trying to is, is that her? Hello? Hello? Okay, so my mom's trying to get online, and so once she kick in, and we'll go ahead and pick up her call. Um, Yeah, so sometimes we get in situations we don't know what to do. We don't know what's going on. We get sad, but I mean, even with your Shiro is the person that could build you up.
Hello.
Oh, there she is.
Hello, it's your mom.
Hey, mom.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me. Hello? I wish it was a way that I could call back. But I can't. She can't hear me, and then when I can hear her. Okay. So I think she hung up again. But anyway, so yeah, so that way you have that little thing that builds you up, that encourages you. And when I'm feeling down, like when I feel like I'm getting weak in my spirit and I just don't know what I'm gonna do, I go back and I think I done read Esther so many times I can pretty much recite it. But there's always the word of God is so living that it always changes and transforms into a whole different meaning where that you didn't see the first time. So I'll go back and I'll read that when I'm feeling weak and just bad in my spirit and I just need to uplift myself. I'll go and I'll read that. I'll look up stuff. So when your Shiro is that person that's going to continue to encourage you and bring light to whatever darkness that you might be dealing with at that time. Mom, call back. When you get a moment, mom, can you call back? Anybody else that want to call in as well, 754-222-2219 and share your Shiro with us. We Hey, mom. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me, mom?
I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I miss you.
I miss you too.
So share your Shiro with us. Who is your Shiro?
My Shiro is hello, hello.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. I'm on the phone now.
I can hear you.
Yes, I'm on the phone now. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Uh, you okay? My Shiro is actually my mother.
Oh,
I've seen her. Hey. Hello. Yeah, I can hear you now. You hear me?
yes.
I'm
Mom,
good. How
turn
are
your TV
you?
down. Mom, turn your TV down. I'm sorry.
Now, can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Don't li-
My
Okay, okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
my Shiro is my mother
Mhm.
because I've seen her go through so much in her lifetime. She is my number one Shiro. You're my number two, and Lady Jan is my number three, and my deacon's wife is number four. So I got four of them, and they've given me all kind of information that I use and need.
That's awesome. That is
So
great. I'm so happy you have those people in your life. How do they encourage you? Well, how I know you said that, mama, you've seen her go through a lot, so she was your number one. You
yeah,
said me, and that just kind of really shocked me because I'm a product of
yeah,
you. um,
yeah. But you've been through so much, and I've seen you grow. So I say you exudes a lot of stuff that I never had to go through, and you did. So, and another thing, I didn't know you noticed that I used to give blood to feed y'all. I call myself kind of keep that a secret from y'all.
Okay, mom, you have very fair skin. I could tell you with bruises in your arm, you were doing something. Yeah.
And Lady Jan always give good information. She always let people let you know. I mean, she's like petite and she's very calm and polite. But when you do wrong, she will let you know.
And that's a
And
good
also,
person to have in your corner.
yes, it is. And I got two of them. And Mother Wright, which is the mother of my group that I have,
Mhm.
she gives so much good information. A lot of times when you used to call me when you and Eric was going through,
Mhm.
I used to talk to her about it. And she used to say, well, you know what? You said the right thing when you said what you said. So just sit back and let God do his thing. And that's what I did. And you come
Amen.
at it pretty good.
Yeah. 33 years and counting. It's going to be 34 years in April. And I'm just
Oh,
grateful for you. And thank you
I
so
know
much for
you.
praying for us, Mom. We need, don't stop. We
Oh, you know I ain't.
and we appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you and I love you. And I'll give you a call later this weekend.
Okay.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye. Give my mom a round of applause. Hello, again. Let me get a shout out to my people that are watching. Again, I appreciate you so much. My dearest friend, Lucille. Hey, Lucille. Hey, thank you for joining us. Mache is on the line. Hey, Mache. We're into our next month, so it's almost time for our monthly call. I believe that they're saying that it's a little delayed. Hopefully, it's picked up by now. Malika is also on the line. Thank you so much, Malika. I appreciate it. And also, thank you so much, Malika, for your encouragement, as well as Miss Shay. You guys really got behind me with this and really encouraged me. See, that's what I'm saying. I have so many She-roes, people that encourage you throughout your life. You just never know who's going to pop up and how they're going to affect your journey. Because life is a journey. Can we agree on that? Life is definitely a journey, and you can uh, meet people along the way that drop nuggets and encourage you, and and say, I know you might be going through something right now, but you're gonna get over this. This too shall pass. Now, how it passes up to you. How it passes totally up to you. You can wallow in it and bicker in it and moan and complain in it, or you can get up every day and face it head on. It's totally the choice is going to be yours, and it's not going to be easy. Life, like I said, life be life and getting in the way and driving you crazy, and you know, but you can get past this. Lucille put in a comment that you are one of mine. I am one of your She-roes. Oh, you one of mine as well. Lucille and I have been friends since middle school. And somehow or another, life always seemed to bring us right back together. We may be separated forever, but life just sometimes it just happened and we end up right back. Like, and we pick up like we never separated. Or at one point she was in Jacksonville and I was in Japan. And so, but now we're back together. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope that I hope I'm doing my job as your Shiro, as one of your Shiros. I really hope I'm doing my job. And what I like about our friendship is that we can tell each other when we're wrong. And it's no, well, I'm not speaking to you for 5 weeks because you told me I was wrong. It's not like that. So that good friendships are true friendships are hard to find. And when you come across a true friendship, ladies, hold on to it. You may not always agree on everything, and you're not going to always agree on everything. You're just not. We human. We just not. But it doesn't mean that this love is less because you don't, right? Uh, Can somebody give me a call in? I'm waiting. My time is slowly passing. 754-222-2219. My daughter encouraged me to do this topic, Shiro. I kind of sent out a text and said, hey, you guys, what should I talk about? Because you got to remember, the second session, we talked about self-care. The third one, we talked about dressing, how you dress, and what attention that you grab. And I was like, how could I roll this up into it because we're almost at the fourth episode, at the fifth episode. And I was like, and she mentioned Shiro. And when I tell you, it's so important to have that one woman in your corner that you could look at and from it. Another person too was I admired was my mother-in-law. I love that lady. She shot from the hip. She shot from the hip. But she'll put you in your place, especially my husband, if he was causing me problems. She'll put him in his place quick. And a quick. And I love that about her. She was always encouraging, and she was always, telling me, how to be a wife. Because, like when I said my family wasn't a lot of married women, but the first thing she told me is don't have a lot of women up in your house around your husband. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know why she was saying that, but as I got older, I realized why she was saying it. But I had too many kids to have a whole bunch of other people in my house anyway. I need to make sure I need to make sure I can see my space around here. I had all them girls, and so yeah, so that was it. Yeah, so that was pretty much it, as far as how she encouraged me and was always telling me, to support my husband. She was good. She's another one that I had. So yeah, that was another one. And since nobody's calling in, I'll just kind of go through with a few one. I'm gonna say this, and I don't want you guys to take it off the rip. Please don't take it off the rip because I know some people when I tell them this, they be like, "What? How could you be interested in that particular character?" There's a character in the Bible, and everybody know her as Jezebel. And me, I found her interesting. As I chatted with a friend, I said, I find her interesting. She was like, she she was horrible. How could you find her interesting? And I said, not she was a horrible person. Yes, she was. Let's not get it twisted. But her drive and her determination was something out of the norm. By any means necessary, she was gonna have it her way. And I always say, like, if Christian women would seek God and people would go after God like she was after to destroy people, boy, we'd be on fire for the Lord. And people won't have, all of this craziness in their lives. They will focus. And she was focused on what she was trying to get. And if we could see her focus and use that same focus to get to where we want to be in life. And not just, and well, I'm a woman of God, so I'm always put God in it. But if you're not a God seeker, that same drive can get you businesses. That same drive can get you education. That same drive can get you whatever you want, but you have to have that drive. You have to have that focus. And I'm gonna get what I get. I'm going forward. Now, as far as the character and what she did in the Bible, No, I'm not with all that. I'm not trying to kill nobody. I'm not interested in none of that. I'm not interested in backbiting and talking behind people back. No, but I am interested in being determined to get to where I need to be. Where it's in my career, it's definitely where I need to be with God. Is with my career. With being a good mom, being a good friend, being a good sister. I'm determined, and I like that determination. So a lot of people always say when I say, "Well, I kind of found her interesting," they was like, "How could you find her interesting?" But that's why I find her interesting. I find okay, I find any woman interesting that's a go getter. That's gonna go and get her thing half her way. I'm down for that woman. I have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hi, it's Malika in Tamarack.
Hey, Malika. Thank you for calling in. You're gonna share with us your Shiro.
Yes, I have a couple.
Okay.
Um, my number one hero, and mine has opinions, uh, is my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I've just seen her do whatever has to be done to like make sure that I'm cared for, that her family's cared for, to the best of her abilities. Even though she has like limitations now, she still does that. Like I've seen her, support my dad while he had his own business, and like she was in the kitchen cooking with him. I've seen her like take the bus to get everywhere she needs to go. She's been in the snow, the rain, the sleet, and I didn't feel the effects of any of that until like, I was more like cognizant of, what's going on in my surroundings. Like
Mm-hmm.
she just made sure that everything I needed was taken care of, regardless of what anybody else had going on. And even if it meant her sacrificing too, she always did that for me. And then of course you're one of my sheroes because you're like a second mom to me,
Oh,
and I appreciate like the model that you set up of like, you're not letting, I guess, anything happening in the world like hold you down. You're still gonna do your best, and you're gonna look great doing it. Uh, and you're
thank
gonna help take care of those around you. Like, I think a great quality of Sheroes is not only are they holding themselves up, but they're bringing others up with them. And, like, because it's very easy for you to be like, I'm on top of my throne looking down at others, but you're just like, I'm actually one that gives. So I appreciate how you like give back to not only community and your family, but even like just strangers. Like it doesn't matter where you are. You're like, whatever you can do to help the greater good is, I feel like, what you're doing. So I
Oh, thank
appreciate you.
you.
Yeah.
Don't
And
get
then,
me
I
falling on
like to,
camera.
I was like, I'd like to also honorable mentions, Beyonce, uh,
Okay.
and some other female celebrities, especially the black female ones that, can be almost like a example of, even though all the odds are against us as black women, they are still going out, doing what they're saying they can't do, and then dominating when they do it. So,
Absolutely.
that this level of excellence that, I see in most black women is amazing and it's inspirational.
Yeah, it is. And that is so good. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing. I appreciate
Of
you.
course.
And you know I love you from the
I'd
bottom
have
of my
called
heart.
if I could have called sooner I would, but certain babies demand my attention all the time. So
Hey, well, you know what? It's back to school next week for her, so you you'll have
yes,
some time to
please.
woo our moment. But thank you again so much for calling in. I appreciate
Thank
it,
you
and
for
I do
having me.
appreciate no problem, and I appreciate you for being a
Say
number one awesome wife to my son.
hi.
I appreciate that.
Hi. Amaya says hi.
Hey,
Hi.
girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
Okay. Okay. All right, Amaya, say bye. Bye.
Bye, bye. Again, so thank you. I'm getting so many compliments. I totally appreciate it. Trust me, I don't see myself like that. I just see myself as a nurturer, just a loving person, a person that's willing to give. I will not be taken advantage of. I'm very keen on paying attention to my surroundings and how people try to um, utilize me. But for the most part, I'm blessed to be a blessing to others, and I'm just grateful that people see me in that light, and hopefully I can continue to let that light shine. No, I will continue to let that light shine because nothing's gonna change who I am. I am who I am, and I'm not changing for that. So yeah. So but I do appreciate you got up. Nikki is on the line. Oh, Hey, Nikki. Hey, Millie. Millie's on the line. Hey, girl. Hey. So Millie is one of the friends that I went out with. We had a great time. We spend time together. We talk. She's another person that she encourages me. I encourage her. And like I said, it's so good to have like a bond of people that you can how would I say you can connect with. And it would be a whole nother episode if I explain how she and I became friends, but I'm grateful for her. And okay, I'm grateful for her, and I'm grateful that the Lord brought her into my life. I have another caller on the line. Hey, caller, how are you?
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl. Hey, Michelle.
How are you?
I'm well. I am well. And yourself?
I'm above ground, so I'm doing good.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, when you can see the sunlight, that's plus.
Yes. So I was just calling to do a mention of my She-roes, who's no longer with me, but in spirit,
Mm.
she's here. My grandmother.
Yeah.
Um, my grandmother took on the responsibility of raising grandchildren after she had already raised all of her children. And the morals and values that she instilled in me, um, and the work ethic that she instilled in me, um, is the reason I am the way I am today. Um, and for me, I'm glad that my grandmother raised me because I look at other women that are my age
Mm.
that, nothing wrong with it, that are grandmothers already. And God has blessed me to see in November 50 years, and I don't
Yes.
see being a grandmother in my future no time soon.
Better not. What?
And I just think with her, she, um, let's see, how can I say it? Like I respected my grandmother, but I was also terrified of my grandmother, terrified to disappoint her.
Mm.
And that made me go hard, so to speak. I think that was one of the reasons why she was one of the big reasons why I didn't think about having children until I was much older compared to girls that were my age that were in school with me.
Mm.
And I understand now that I'm older, I understand more her morals and values that she instilled in me, and I'm so thankful for her.
Awesome.
Um, and another person, I don't know if she's on the line, but my stepmom is an angel in disguise. I've never seen a woman with a bigger heart that is more loving and caring and just it's hard to explain, but
Mhm.
my stepmom is the best. Um, you know, kids grow up with step parents,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you don't hear the best thing about step parents.
This is true.
But this lady loved us unconditionally, and she taught us a lot. Um, and I'm forever grateful for her, and will forever be indebted to her for the rest of my life. As long as she lives, she anything she needs or wants, I'm there for her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome
And
because she
you
didn't just open up her home; she opened up her heart. And you're right. Some step parents are like it's like a Cinderella thing going on,
right,
you know. And
exactly.
especially when and you in a blended family, that's why my heart was always open for my bonus kids. I love them
Yes.
kids.
You don't think about it, but you know, children remember things,
Oh
and
yeah.
I only remember the good in my stepmom.
Mm.
She never made us feel like we were not her kids. Even to this day, her whole entire family, we're not her stepchildren. We're her children.
Children, right, right.
Yes, we're her children. Her nieces and nephews, we're their cousins. Like, we were never made to feel like we were not a part. She made sure of that.
Well, that is definitely an
And
awesome Shiro right there. Makes
yes,
it
and
makes you think.
you're in there too. You came into my life when I didn't know what I needed, and it was perfect timing for me because I knew nothing about raising children. And there were many days where I cried to you, and you were there for me, you and Pastor E,
Oh,
getting on my son's behind, and look at him now.
look at him now. God is good.
Yes.
God is good. And he better not be having no
So
babies because we ain't trying to be God grandparents. We got enough grandchildren
I,
over here.
I think he's living life right now.
That's good. I'm so proud of him.
So yeah, I just wanted to come in and mention those couple people.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I think we have another caller on the line.
You go, girl.
Okay, we don't. But thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you calling in. And don't forget, once a month, and it's your turn. So make it happen.
Uh, say that again.
Huh?
Say that again.
I say, don't forget, once a month, and it's your turn to call. So make it happen. We in August.
I I got you.
Okay. All right.
Love you. Okay. Bye
So,
bye.
bye. So Ismaitha said,
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you calling in.
uh,
And yeah, I want some more. And it's your turn. So
Ismaitha
again,
says that me and my family don't play about my bonus kid.
huh?
I like that.
Say that again.
I say, don't forget once a month, and it's your turn to call. So make it to be in August.
I I got you.
Okay, caller, can you
Okay.
turn down your TV or your phone or turn down? I'm getting echoes back.
All right.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for
Hello.
calling in,
What
Bestie.
what's happening? What's happening?
Nothing
My
much.
She-roes.
So you gonna share
Can
what
you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm getting a little echo back. Make sure your volume is down.
Oh, I got it turned down.
Okay.
Well, I have I have a few, but I'm gonna mention two main She-roes. First
Okay.
of all, you're one of my She-roes. You always been my girl. You know what I mean?
I know what you
And
mean.
I know I can count on you and the friendship that we have. I've never found in anybody else.
Oh.
And you definitely are a person that, I mean, can have some of the way your life is, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But you're too busy for
It's
I want to be
definitely
that busy.
busy.
But I mean, I love watching you and your family and how your dynamic is with life period. And sometimes watching you helps keep me in line. And that's one of the main things I love about our friendship.
Oh, thank you. You know, you
And
guys
my
are killing
second one,
me.
is my daughter. Now you know my daughter,
Yes.
and I am so proud of her. I mean, she made me a grandmother early, but she turned out to be one of the best mothers and one of my good friends, and I can truly say that she's a she-ro for me. And I just I just love the woman that she has become,
Yeah.
you know. And
Yeah. That part.
there's other people in life and stuff like that, but to have your child as a she-ro is a really good thing to me.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, and I know how that feels because you have beautiful daughters.
Thank you.
I mean, you have an amazing son too, but I mean, I know that you looking up to them and stuff like that at the things and how they're thriving in life and stuff like that. And we've talked about all of that many a times.
Many.
And yeah,
Even the times when you
so
wanted to choke them.
yeah,
Especially
exactly,
those times. But,
exactly.
yeah.
But I wanted to call in because I'm sorry that I've missed a couple of your podcasts.
Mhm.
I love this for you, and if people get to know you like I know you, they will tune in because you are one of the smartest and one of the most intelligent people that I know, and you do give good advice. But the one thing I love about you, you do listen as well.
Oh, thank
So
you.
that's what I wanted to call in and say, and I mess with you about this another day. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. Well, thank you
So,
so much for calling in. I appreciate it. And congratulations on the two new grandbabies. Jeez, they loading them
great
up.
grand.
Great
Oh
grands.
my
And
God, great grand.
congratulations. You talking about some little chunky ones. I was looking at them thighs. But congratulations and hats off to Joy. She is doing an amazing job,
She
expect
is.
when the odds
She
are
is.
stacked against you and you rise above it. Yeah, that part right there. So,
Exactly.
all right. Well, thank you, my friend, for
Exactly.
calling in, and we'll talk.
Okay, we'll do.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
All right. All right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for calling in and talking to me. And I just really want to encourage you to, you have that Shiro and you feeling some kind of way, remember that little inkling in the back of your head. saying, you know what? If she did it, I could do it. But even, just don't be so quick to pass judgment. Don't be so quick to say, no, I'm not gonna do that. Cause like sometimes you just need somebody to shift your crown a little bit. I am a pastor's wife, not by choice, but okay. Well, anyway, that's a whole different story. But I am a pastor's wife, and I'm not finna tell you, I'm not finna Bible beat you, because I'm still a woman. I'm a woman, and there's times when I go through things, and I just need a yell, a scream, a hoop, a holler, or something that I'm going through. So I would never pass judgment on anyone that's going through anything, but I will direct them back to the Lord, because I can pray for you, but I can't change the situation, and only the Lord can do that. So I'll definitely pray with you, but I will not pass judgment on you, because we've all sinned and come short of the glory of God. We've all done our things, and even if you're not a God, even if you're not a follower of Christ, we've all done things that we're not proud of. We've all done things that has crossed our paths, and we thought, why did I do that? Or why did I date him? Or why did I date? Why did I go there? But you know, we're not ones to pass judgment on one another. I think our job as Black women should be to encourage one another, to build each other up. And when we see something wrong with our sister, go to our sister and say, "Hey, you get, yeah, the zipper in the back of your dress is not all the way up." Instead of saying, "Look, her zipper is not up. Hey, sis, your zipper's not. Let me zip that for you." Or your hat is crooked. Let me fix your hat. Or let me tie your belt in the back. We got to encourage one another, because nobody's out there doing it for us. They so busy to want to condemn us. So we gotta look into our little life journey and see who we can say that this person was an encouragement for me, or this person inspired me, or even in the Word of God. It's so many women in there. I was looking on Google and it was like 15 women in the Bible. And when I went and looked, it was some that in there that I didn't know. I was like, oh, Deborah and um, Rebecca and Sarah. It's just so many, and it's so many of them that goes through life. I mean, when you look at the Bible, you think, how does this relate to me? But trust and believe. If you get in that word, you'll find something that relate to you, because the word is ever changing and it's a living word, and it's gonna switch, and it's gonna come up to, it's God gonna make it fit your narrative, whatever you're going through at that particular moment. So yeah, so just be encouraged. And again, I want to thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate my audience tonight. Thank you so much for talking back to me. I was so worried about, like, well, what if they don't call? What if they don't talk to me? Am I going to be rambling on and on and on? But I am super encouraged even the more now that I've had you all on here, and plus you've talked to me. So we're getting ready to sound off, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. And also, let me put in a plug. Marriage in Real Life will be back up and going for season. Is this season 5? Oh my goodness, season 5. Uh, Next month, Saturday. I mean, next month. Oh my God. The first Monday of every month starting September, which is my birthday month. So I'll be celebrating all month. So don't hesitate if y'all want to send a sister a little something, something. With that being said, we're going to stand out. Good night. Good night. And thank you so much for joining me. Have a great evening.